Well, hello there and welcome back to a brand new video where today's video, guys, we're talking about Rugby 25 because as of recording this video, it is November. November is not November. It is February 13th. Yes, that is right. The day before Valentine's Day. And the reason why today is a very special day is the fact that Rugby 25 finally comes out today on consoles. It's the full game. Very, very exciting. And today's video, what I want to talk about is I want to talk about pricing. I want to talk about when this game actually comes out to stores in terms of Xbox Live Store, PlayStation Store, etc. When the day one patch will come out, because Big Ant Studios and Nacorn are reporting that we have a big patch coming out on day one, because we have seen some early leaks of Rugby 25 on the consoles, and they say disregard that, look at it as you will, but don't make an opinion or judge the game based on that, because the day one patch is apparently the day one patch. Apparently it's a really big update. It's coming to Steam, it's coming to PlayStation, it's coming to Xbox, and it should be really, really good. And a lot of you guys have been asking, Matt, can you do a quick Q&A in terms of pricing, when it comes out, how can I play it, and all that stuff. So anyway, first things first, let's quickly head over to Twitter, one of my favorite places to go, and we're going to stalk our good friend Ross Sinems again. You're probably getting sick and tired of me talking about this guy and introducing him to the channel. I would love to do an interview with the guy one day. Maybe one day he'll reach out, or maybe I'll reach out to him, who knows. But basically, Ross is the founder and CEO of Big Ant Studios. Big Ant Studios are the people behind the game in terms of development. Nacorn is a French publisher. Nacorn produce wonderful games, and Nacorn are the guys publishing this game. So Nacorn have basically been publishing rugby games, I think, since Rugby 15. So it's the first time we've got a different developer on board, and I'm very excited to see what Rugby 25 brings to the console side of things. Now, the one thing to quickly look at in terms of Ross, so if you go to his replies, he's been replying to a lot of people regarding price. He's also been talking about release dates, when is it available, patches, and all that stuff. So if we scroll down, one of the key tweets to look at is this guy from Aussie, right? So Aussie says, "Hi Ross, big day tomorrow. What time?" Obviously, this was Australia, Eastern Standard Time. Is Rugby 25 going to be available on the PlayStation stores? So at the moment, 17 hours ago, Ross didn't really know when exactly. He just says that he said he knows it'll be live on the 13th, but he's apparently inquiring right now with the platform holders, and we'll get the exact timings. Ross responds and said it should be live around about 9 a.m. UK time, right? So 9 a.m. UK time, 10 a.m. Europe time, and so basically you do the kind of like the conversion there. So I think that's around about 10 p.m. New Zealand time, or maybe even 11 p.m. New Zealand time. So it's going to be pretty late for the guys in Australia and New Zealand. Bearing in mind, Big Ant Studios is a developer based in Australia, I believe. So, it's coming out kind of first thing in the UK, which is awesome for me because I've got the day off and going to be planning to create a lot of content for you guys. So I'm really happy about that. But if you are kind of in America, obviously, the moment you wake up, it'll be available. Or if you stay up quite late, it should be there. But we are looking at a 9 a.m. UK time release date where this day one patch will be out. 2 will be available on consoles. So right now, if you were to search for Rugby 25 on the PlayStation Store, Xbox Live Store, there's nothing to be found apart from the previous rugby games. So I'll show you guys that in a moment, but just wanted to give you guys a quick little update in terms of the actual date and timings and all that stuff. The next one is can we expect the day one patch on Steam at the same time, right? So obviously Steam was the only place where we could actually play Rugby 25 early, and I've had a great time, but if you guys have been watching the videos, I cannot wait for this game to be on console. Just prefer console, and cannot wait to try the experience. And I might do a video comparing Steam versus console if you guys were curious, but I'm very excited to see what the console does bring. And because we've had the early access, the early release, someone asked Ross and says, will the day one patch be on Steam at the same time? Because like I said, with the early release, we've had many updates. I think we've had 7 or 8 updates, and it's crazy to think that Rugby 25's kind of been out since June last year. So it's been a bit of a roller coaster, but very exciting day. Ross has said that yes, 100%. Thanks for supporting us through the early access. The team really appreciates it. But yeah, day one patch will also be on Steam at the same time. So 9 a.m. UK time, we will see a day one patch as well as the game coming out. So basically, those are the key things you gotta kind of talk about. Some people are saying, hey, it's not great for New Zealand, Australia, basically the whole day gone. I mean, someone said apparently it's 5 p.m. in Perth, isn't too bad, 8 p.m. in Melbourne. So, everyone is excited. And yeah, everyone's saying the day one patch will be available at 10 a.m. So very, very exciting. And then one guy was like, hey, man, what time in the UK? Danny, I know Danny quite well. Did we get a response? I don't know if we got a response, but basically, I think the response was, like I said, 9 a.m. UK time. Now, one thing we want to quickly just look at is on the official Rugby page. So people are talking about pricing, right? So someone will say, how much will it be on the PlayStation Store in the US? So the game will cost about $50 if you buy it from the PlayStation Store. $50 from the PlayStation Store. I do have some websites where this game is cheaper. So depending if you are a physical guy or a digital guy, depending on what you prefer, it's $50, right? So $50 for the, what was it? In America. And in euros, it's $60. So I'm thinking we don't have a specific UK price in pounds, but if I had to guess, it's probably going to be about £45, between 40 and £45, because like Argos in the UK, I think it's selling for 37, 38. Shop 2 is selling it for 40. I think Amazon are selling it the cheapest, I think, at 30 odd pounds or so. So if you look around, there's definitely places where you can get the game cheaper if you want to. Typically, buying a physical copy is cheaper. The one thing I probably would wait out for is we have seen in the past with rugby games, the pricing has always been very up and down. Like Rugby 18 at the moment, Rugby 20, I think, is like 50 odd pounds on the store, which doesn't make sense to me. But if you were to go to CEX or a store, you can pick up for like a couple of pounds. But with rugby games, or like in any game really, when it first comes out, if you're not that keen to play it yet, maybe give it a week or two, because sometimes there's sales on quite quickly and all that stuff. A lot of people are asking what will happen to the price of what the game will be on Steam. So on Steam as of today, so let me just bring it up on Steam. So on Steam as of today, so if we just quickly go over back to here. So we're on Steam, and obviously there's been no updates yet. So if we actually go to the game, so we go to store, and let's go and search for Rugby 25. So it's still, if you click on Rugby 25, it's still, here we go, still £25. Right, so it's still £25. We don't know if this price is going to go up. I imagine it's going to. So depending on when you're watching this video, if you're watching it before the big day one patch, maybe buy it on Steam beforehand. It might go up. I don't know. I have no information on the pricing for Steam, but right now it is £25. So definitely, if you're thinking about getting on Steam, get it at this price. There was a sale like a few months ago. There might, once again, it might be a sale again. Steam always has sales, so definitely something to consider. But yeah, very, very excited to see kind of, let's just say, what Rugby 25 brings. Now, just quickly, so if I just do that and just do this, so just having a quick look. So Rugby 25 on Amazon is £35 at the moment. If you go to the PlayStation Store, right, so like I said, if I go to the PlayStation Store, just to show you this, like I said, Rugby 22 is £45. Like, why is it £45? Still don't know why. And it's still £45 for Rugby 18. By the way, Alaska Truck Simulator, I know it's not rugby, but this game looks amazing. Like, I may have to get that. I know, completely off topic. And then Rugby 22 is 45, but look, Rugby 20 is £3.74. Like £3.74. It's on an 85% sale, which is pretty insane. But you can kind of see that rugby games do go on sale if you don't necessarily need it straight away. But yeah, are you guys excited? I know a lot of you guys are. Tomorrow, the plan for me, I might do a live stream. So Depending on when the game is available to me, I will be playing the game as soon as I can. I probably will get a video out first talking, maybe playing a match on the PS5 to show you what it looks like. And then I might do a video as well, kind of comparing Steam versus PS5 as well, just to kind of show you guys like a few things here or there. And then I think I'm going to live stream. So I think I'm going to do a somewhat of a longish live stream where you guys can tune in throughout the day. So definitely subscribe to the channel if you want to see the live stream. I know some of you guys might be working, might be at school or whatever, but you can have a quick look, and I'm sure that any given moment of the day I'll be online live streaming until the evening, until I head to the gym. But was there anything else? So we've spoken about pricing, we've spoken about the timing of the game coming out, we've spoken about what consoles it's on. Well, yeah, we know it's on PlayStation, Xbox. I believe it's also on. Is it coming to Steam? It's already on Steam. What am I on? I believe it's also coming to. I believe it's. Oh yeah, it's only coming PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. Yeah, and PC, which like is the official thing. But are you guys excited? Like I am. Like I'm excited to see what happens. Apparently, there's going to be maybe the Super League is finally going to be in there as well. Or Super Rugby is going to be in there. So it's a very exciting time. I'm just excited to see how it plays on console. Like, is it a ported version from the PC, or is it like actually built for console? Because, for example, like Payday 3, right, and Payday games, they were built solely for PC, and then they were ported, right, onto a console. And what that kind of means is that the game wasn't built differently for the console. You will see a little bit of input lag. You can tell it was built for PC the way, you know, people move and all that stuff. So I'm hoping that's not the case here, and that it is on console. It is a little bit different. I would love to see. But no, Rugby 25, like I said, right now it's 26 past midnight on the 13th. So in about 8.5 hours time, Rugby 25 should be live. I'm excited. The one thing I'm curious about as well is future updates, patches, and all that stuff. Like, will they support the game? Because we've seen it in the past with rugby games. They get supported to some point and then it kind of just drifts off. And we've seen it with pretty much every rugby game. So I don't know how long post support will be and what the cycle will be. Will there be a Rugby 27? You know, will there be a new rugby game every year? I don't know. I'm very intrigued. But there we go, guys. If you have enjoyed today's video, then be sure a massive thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, comment regarding this. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching, and as always in my next video, adios, chaps, boom. She's a diamond.